is currently not properly positioned for the Africa of our dream. And as such, this summit wants something to be done about this. As Nigeria is very critical to Africa, Niger Delta is equally very critical to Nigeria. To this end, I am optimistic that at the end of this summit, the various experts and indeed human resources gathered here today will point the rest of us to the various ways our dear Niger Delta and people can be positioned for the Africa of our dream. I have no intention to bore you with long remarks. In fact, my plan is to sit down here all through this event and listen attentively to the various speakers scheduled to deliver one paper or the other on diverse value-adding topics. However, permit me to quickly state for the records that some of us, by the special grace of God, deeds of hard work and patriotism to our dear Niger Delta, have always done things in the past, present, and will continue into the future to position the Niger Delta for the Africa we want. Apart from creating jobs for our people in the oil and gas sector, we have been investing in promoting the hospitality, tourism, music, and entertainment industry generally in the Niger Delta, particularly Delta State. We even set up a record label that most big musicians today identified with in their early days of little beginnings. Same for today's big stand-up comedians. My 911 Resort Center at Papa Ajudaibo in the Buru community along the Escravos River in WARRI Southwest local government area of Delta State has hosted performances of most of the A-list musicians and stand-up comedians in Nigeria at one point or the other. Some of such artists who identified with our brand and performed at 911 resorts in Apapa Ajudaibo, Buru community include, but are not limited to, musicians such as Durena, Solid Star, Patoranki, Orezi, Two-Face Idibia, Sound Sultan, may so rest in peace, Maliki, Timaya, Face, W4, the Mo Eat School of Don Jazzy, Band, Wanweko, Dr. C, Keshuku, K-Switch, Black Obey, Duncan Mighty, Orisha Femi, Pierce Man, Olamide, Stereo Man, Harrison, and comedians like Gandoki, Agudai, I go say, Godot, Baba Kome, who I think is seated here, Sika, Ogus Baba, among others. So folks, I can say with humility that we have added real value in the entertainment industry within Niger Delta region and beyond. There is a training place called Bolowe World Resorts, located in Otokutu here in Delta State. It is owned by one of our Niger Delta brothers from Paramatu. I'm glad to tell you that this resort will terminate at 911 Resort at Papa Ajudaibo in the Buru community. The CEOs of both organizations will meet in weeks ahead to discuss all for the repositioning of our dear Niger Delta for the Africa we want. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I urge you to sit back, relax, and digest the various knowledge that will be shared here today by experts who know the inside out of the theme of this summit. Once again, I thank the organizers for inviting me and assure them of my support now and always. I also thank all the participants for turning out in large numbers. May God bless us all. Signed, Chief Ayiri.
country, consider